What's up, what's up? It's Old As T, and you already know the vibes. Welcome to the Voice of NYC TV, where the Voice of NYC talks about a little bit of this, and we talk about a little bit of that. Now, y'all already know the vibes. Before we get into the tea of the week, we gotta get into the songs of the week, where we dive into the latest, the hottest, and the most trendy songs. And I give y'all my rating, and I tell you if I recommend it 1 through 10 on some Keith Lee. Now let's get into it. Now going at number 1, we got Love Me Not by J.I., the Prince of New York, featuring Roy Wood. Now on some real, J.I. helped me through college. Life was hard, and just like life, this song is hard. J.I. been working forever. I remember them rap game days. He persevered. Despite not winning the contest, he won the hearts and the ears of the people in the streets of New York City. Shout out to J.I. Now going at number 2 for the Songs of the Week list, we got One of Them Ones by Jakai and Kaylin, For Real. Now shout out to LA. For real. No pun intended. And when it comes to being creative and different, LA is right up there with NYC. Now I've been spinning Kaylin For real. He don't miss. And this is definitely another banger that I will be spinning this upcoming summer. Now that's all for the Songs of the Week. I hope you guys tune in. Y'all already know I always gotta give my Songs of the Week because I'm high key on my radio stuff, you feel me? And yes, I may not have my equipment yet, and I may not be able to have my music playing yet, but I'm manifesting getting my own radio show. So until then, I'm just giving y'all my Songs of the Week. We're gonna pretend like you gave it a little listen, and let's get into the tea of the week. Now going at number 1, the Queen of Pakistan has made her return to NYC, specifically and more respectfully in the Bronx. I saw her on IG, and then I realized the person that was doing her hair was one of my aunt's longtime friends, so shout out to her as well. My good sis, you out here doing your thing, making big moves. But Miss Queen of Pakistan, Miss Onija Robinson, please let a sister know if I can get an interview. Respectfully, I'ma need that interview. Let the Voice of NYC get a one-on-one with the Queen of Pakistan. Everybody wants a moment worth nothing, but I promise you, my good sis, a couple minutes with me and a mic will be worth your while. Let's get some things planned for the spring summer. Tell your story. Hit my line. Hit my DM. Hit my work email. Listen, if I need to give you my digits, 929. Nah, I'm not gonna do too much. But sister, if you need my digits, if you need to talk business, listen, respectfully, only the Voice of NYC can give you a 5-star interview and get a 5-star story told respectfully. Now, next on the list, there's been a huge American protest against Donald Trump. In practically all 50 states, white people protested against the very same guy they voted for. Now, I saw most of my people proudly staying home, as y'all should, because I've also said that I'm not using my platform to protest against Trump. Why? Because the fight against Trump happened at the election, and clearly y'all didn't choose to participate then. So why would we choose to participate now?
Okay, boo.
We lose our platforms, people, and respect. Prices are going up. Folks is coming together that had beef just to see the demise of America. And unfortunately, we can't come together as hardworking Americans. Why? Because no one can admit how bad we've treated one another. Let's really talk about it. And because of that, nobody feels like they should speak up for X, Y, and Z. Well, I'm here to speak for X, Y, and Z. Respectfully. People are more focused on trans people in sports, DEI, and all unnecessary things than us all as a collective going broke. I don't know about y'all, but my biggest fear is definitely going broke. I really don't care if you cut an elephant's nose and put it on your back, respectfully. This ain't about gay versus straight, black versus white. This is about access versus no access. And as for right now, unless you're a billionaire You don't have no access. Respectfully, they're making money off of our struggle, blinding us with hatred as they take money from our back pockets. Respectfully, shout out to the people that did their protests. It seems like y'all starting to wake up. Respectfully, it's not a small group of people struggling. We're all struggling. We need to stop thinking about oneself. We need to stop letting our prejudices get in the way of us wanting to be progressive. You're using the wrong P. You're using the P for prejudice when you need to be using the P for progression. Respectfully, and we ain't progressed in years. And I'm going further back. We ain't progressed in years. We need to stop thinking about unnecessary stuff and think about how we as the American people, we as the United States, can grow as a nation. We're talking about this, that, this, but I don't hear anybody talking about how we can fix the economy. I don't want to hear about nothing. I don't want to hear about space. I don't want to hear about Russia. I don't want to hear about China. I want to hear about how we as the American people can start making some money. I don't want to hear about nothing but money for all. Not just for the people that already got money. I don't care about what the rich and the billionaires got going on. I want to know how we gonna improve America as a whole. Cause it's come on, the prices is going up. I seen the Nintendo Switch fans, they getting upset. Cause the prices is going up. Y'all spending all that time arguing about and they tricked y'all out y'all spot. Let's start thinking about America. Let's stop thinking about this and that and black and white and gay and straight and trans and not trans and trans woman in the bathroom. I don't care about that. How are we gonna get some money? Respectfully. Let's get to the next topic. All right. Now for the next topic, I've been wanting to talk about this since it happened, respectfully. The NBA is crashing out about Ja Morant, and here's why. Now, Ja recently got fined $75k for doing a shooting emote. Now, Mr. Commissioner had his eyes on him for a minute, starting with his wildest controversy of toting guns on social media. People shared their opinions, some saying he's wrong and others saying he's right. Here's what I have to say. Is it really that deep? We've seen players like LeBron James, one of the greatest in the league, Mikal Bridges, Chris Paul too. I mean, I got the footage. It's all there in 4K. And many others have done shooting emotes. Why is it a problem when Ja Morant does it? They say it's because he toted guns in the past on social media, like I have stated in the beginning. And I get it. But he's from an open carry state called South Carolina. Now, South Carolina has definitely been talked about in the sports media. We'll get to that real soon, but let's stay on topic. I feel like unless somebody's actively gang affiliated or promoting gang violence, I really don't see the problem. Y'all didn't see the problem with Miss Katie, that girl that used to provoke black people on college campuses. Yeah, I'm bringing her up. When she was on campus with that giant military gun, ain't nobody was sitting there trying to call her a criminal, but when he do it, it's a problem. I'm confused. The point is, I want to know, like, what is the problem? Is the NBA going soft? Are they turning a new cheek? Are they saying guns are wrong? Because if you're saying that, then you got to be careful because it might bite you in the, you know what I mean? Just saying. Now, like I had stated before, South Carolina has definitely been the talk of the town. And one of the reasons is because of one person. My boy Gino. You did it again! You molded young, talented women basketball players into NCAA champions. Shout out to UConn for taking the dub home. Paige Beckers has finished her collegiate career and will be heading to the WNBA with a ring. I saw people trying to shade Caitlin Clark, okay, because she transitioned into the WNBA and didn't secure a ring. And respectfully, what I have to say to those people are, where is y'all anything to be talking about anybody? Respectfully, stay in a fan's place. I'm tired of the fan bases always trying to be messy. Just watch the game. Dang, if somebody lost, they lost. If they won, they won. If somebody did this, they did that. Is it really that serious? Dang. Anyway, back to women's basketball. I see this loss took a toll on South Carolina and their fans, and respectfully, I understand. I know what it's like to take it out. I mean, last year, I went through some things last year, respectfully. Everybody isn't used to losing, but losing isn't supposed to be a good feeling. It's fuel to get right back up when you have fallen. A'ja Wilson's statue is a perfect example of that. Not just because she was talented, not just because she got them dubs, but because when she fell, she always knew how to get right back up. After New York Liberty packed her and the Aces up last year, you think she cried? Maybe the Aces did. But as for A'ja Wilson, she got in the field, getting ready to train for the next season. She's not depressed right now. She's probably 9 times out of 10 working hard. And respectfully, New York Liberty, I expect y'all to be working 100,000,000 times harder. But if A'ja Wilson could take a L and pick herself back up, I know for a fact all of you in South Carolina can do the exact same. I mean, UConn had to do it last year. They didn't take the dub, and that's okay. We all take losses. Some of the greatest people in the world have taken a loss. I mean, look at Jesus Christ. His own friends, his own people did him dirty. And Jesus Christ is one of the most famous people. I mean, his father was God. And yet and still, he still suffered the way he did. My point isn't to preach up a storm and be a Catholic school and give y'all a sermon, but my point is that we all have to take a L. But it's not taking the L, it's how you pick yourself up from the L. Shout out to UConn for taking it home again. I know for a fact that Gigi was up there smiling and proud of y'all 100%. Y'all showed out, and that's why y'all took the dub. That's why y'all are our new champions. So shout out to y'all, and as for South Carolina, keep y'all head up. Don't ever tilt your crown for nothing. Just like Nipsey Hussle said, never let a hard time humble us.
Let a hard time humble us, because you know it's the game gonna test you. It's ups and downs, and so like you gotta be who you are at all times. You know what I mean? So just like a principle to live by.
Life goes on. Don't hold on to that pain. Use it to make you grow. Respectfully. That's all I have to say. Shout out to everybody that was on this list. I really don't even know who I'm shouting out because I don't remember the list, but shout out to everybody that was on the list. I like to see everybody succeed, especially America. Next time it's time to vote, I don't want to see these jokes and such and such. Don't vote for somebody just don't put America in harm's way for your vote. Please don't do that next time, okay? I'm not gonna hold it against nobody because respectfully, we all make mistakes. But next time, please. I don't know how much longer I can keep making excuses for everybody. Respectfully. Like I always say before I close out all my videos, always be real, always show love to God. It never hurts to show love to the one that created you. And you know what? Speaking of, it never hurts to show love to the ones that created you. Listen, if you got both your parents out here, make sure you hug your parents. Make sure you show a little bit of appreciation. I know sometimes you might have your parents, they may get on your nerves, but you never get your time back, respectfully. Okay, I know it's people out there and life is hard. Now if your parents didn't beat you up and sold you for crack, then listen, I understand why you got your problems. But if you and your parents are going through some problems, don't hold no grudge, because there's people out here in this world that didn't even get to meet their parents, that can't even see their parents, that can't even pick up their phone to call their parents, call your grandparents, call your aunts, your uncles, your family members. I mean, you never know how much that phone call will mean to the next person. That's just something that was on my mind. I just thought of it, okay? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for the next one. Stay real. And always be on the lookout for the voice of NYC. Yeah, I can't even.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chick, she called me back. Soon as I iced her up my wrist, she got attached.